Endurance and ultra-endurance sports. Endurance sports are characterized by prolonged bouts of activity, marathon running, long-distance cycling, triathlons, and any other sport that involves continuous or near-continuous moderate to high-intensity activity. Understanding the role of macronutrients and micronutrients, hydration and nutrition timing in supporting endurance training and competition is one of the first steps to excelling in these sports. Dietary guidelines and needs. Fueling for endurance and ultra-endurance sports revolves around 3 macronutrients, while adequate vitamin and mineral intake, along with proper hydration, are also extremely important. First, let's focus on the macronutrients. Fats. The role of dietary fats in endurance sports should not be underestimated. Endurance athletes, during prolonged and moderate intensity activities, predominantly rely on fat as a fuel source rather than glycogen. This shift towards fat metabolism is known as the fat adaptation or fat oxidation process. At lower intensities, such as long-distance running or cycling at a steady pace, the body relies more on fat metabolism to meet energy demands. This is because the body can effectively access and utilize fat stores for energy production over longer periods of time. During prolonged endurance activities, the body goes through a process known as carbohydrate sparing. This means that even though glycogen stores are being used, the body tries to preserve them by relying on fat metabolism as much as possible. This helps delay the depletion of glycogen and extends the endurance capacity of the athlete. It's also worth noting that individual variations play a role, as well-trained endurance athletes tend to have improved fat oxidation capacity, allowing them to rely more on fat as a fuel source compared to untrained individuals. Dietary fats should make up about 20 to 30% of total caloric intake, with a focus on monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats found in foods like avocados, nuts, seeds, fatty fish, and olive oil. These fats not only provide a good source of energy, but also supply essential fatty acids and fat-soluble vitamins that are crucial for hormone production and overall health. However, it's important to note that fat digestion is slower compared to carbohydrates and proteins. Therefore, athletes should avoid high-fat meals or snacks immediately before an event to prevent gastrointestinal discomfort. We will discuss pre, during, and post-competition nutrition later on in this chapter. Carbohydrates. The quantity of carbohydrates required depends on the duration, intensity, and frequency of exercise. For athletes engaging in moderate to high-intensity training for 1 to 3 hours daily, the recommended carbohydrate intake ranges between 6 to 10 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. The lower end of the range, 6 to 7 grams per kilogram, may suffice for lower intensity activities, while the higher end, 8 to 10 grams per kilogram, would be suitable for moderate to high-intensity endurance exercise. One of the most common guidelines is to aim to consume about 50 to 65% of your total daily calories from carbohydrates. Emphasizing complex carbohydrates from whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and legumes ensures athletes are also meeting their fiber requirements and benefiting from the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants these foods offer. Protein. While endurance sports are not as protein-dependent as strength or power sports, protein still plays an essential role in the diet of endurance athletes. It aids in the repair and recovery of muscle tissues damaged during long bouts of exercise. Additionally, protein supports immune function, which can be suppressed in athletes engaged in heavy training. The protein needs of endurance athletes depend on various factors, including the type, duration, and intensity of exercise, as well as individual factors such as age, sex, and overall health status. On average, endurance athletes should aim to consume about 1.2 to 1.4 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. Consuming protein along with carbohydrates in a 3-to-1 or 4-to-1 ratio, carbs to protein, immediately post-exercise can also help optimize recovery by replenishing glycogen stores and facilitating muscle repair. Try to get around 15 to 20% of your total caloric intake from protein. Sources of high-quality protein include lean meats, fish, poultry, eggs, dairy products, soy, quinoa, and a variety of legumes. For vegetarian and vegan athletes, combining various plant sources is crucial to ensure they're getting all the essential amino acids their bodies require. We'll go over the implications of a vegan diet for athletes near the end of the course. Hydration. Adequate hydration is another key component of endurance sports nutrition. It's vital for maintaining blood volume, regulating body temperature, allowing muscles to contract properly, and preventing unnecessary fatigue. Dehydration can lead to a decline in performance and, in extreme cases, can cause serious health problems. Vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals, although required in smaller quantities than macronutrients, are critical for energy production, hemoglobin synthesis, maintenance of bone health, adequate immune function, and protection of the body against oxidative damage. They are naturally incorporated into the body's metabolism and are lost through sweat and urine during prolonged endurance events. B vitamins. B vitamins, including thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, pantothenic acid, pyridoxine, biotin, folate, and cobalamin, are integral to energy production during endurance exercises. They act as coenzymes in the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. While a deficiency in any of these vitamins can impact performance, a well-balanced diet, rich in whole grains, lean meats, dairy, eggs, fruits, and vegetables, usually provides sufficient amounts of these nutrients. Antioxidant vitamins. Endurance exercise increases oxygen consumption and can cause a surge in free radicals, leading to oxidative stress. Antioxidant vitamins like vitamin C and E play a key role in neutralizing these free radicals and reducing oxidative stress. Citrus fruits, strawberries, bell peppers, and broccoli are excellent sources of vitamin C, while vitamin E can be found in nuts, seeds, and vegetable oils. Iron. Iron is a crucial mineral for endurance athletes, as it's a key component of hemoglobin and myoglobin, proteins that deliver oxygen to muscles during exercise. Iron deficiency, even without anemia, can impair muscle function and limit work capacity. Endurance athletes, particularly women, are at an increased risk of iron deficiency due to losses through sweat, gastrointestinal bleeding, or menstruation. Good sources of iron include lean meats, poultry, fortified cereals, and leafy green vegetables. Consuming vitamin C-rich foods can enhance iron absorption. Electrolytes. During endurance events, electrolytes like sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium are lost through sweat. They play crucial roles in maintaining fluid balance, nerve conduction, and muscle contraction. While these needs are often met through a balanced diet and sports drinks, athletes in hot climates or those who sweat a lot may need additional supplementation.